Vargas from Joanna Vargas Skincare in New York and Los Angeles. Um, in a few minutes, Sora is, hey Mikey, Sora is going to join me. I'm just waiting for her to get on. Oh, I see you, Sora. Here we go.
Hi.
I miss you.
I miss you. But we're totally ready to get rid of this situation.
Yeah, so today's chit chat is going to be about face massage. We get a billion questions about how to do a good face massage at home, and we're going to show you some techniques that you can use with these guys right here.
And these guys right here.
Yes. So the first thing is that let's talk a little bit about why we do face massage in facials as estheticians. You know, obviously there's what Sora just mentioned, it's depuffing. It stimulates the whole lymphatic system and it just helps the puff drain out of your face.
Which is so necessary right now.
Yeah. We were talking this morning on the phone because we're obsessed with each other about how, you know, everybody's complaining about being puffy because you're just home and no matter how much you exercise, there's doesn't seem to be enough motion in anybody's lives.
Yeah.
In fact, I was telling Sora I went bike riding with my 14-year-old and I still have a line in my forehead from the helmet. So even my forehead is puffy.
Which is crazy because a lot of times you don't realize it until you get it all drained out and then you're like, wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Totally. So basically some of what we're going to talk about is referenced in my book, Glow From Within. So if you need a good reference book, this is a good one to refer back to if you have questions about ingredients, massage techniques, or whatever. So in addition to lymphatic drainage, which is really depuffing for the skin, massage is really good for increasing circulation. So it would give you a rosy glow because you're more oxygenated. Your cells are more oxygenated. It's a good, if you get good friction going on the skin, it also stimulates some collagen production, which is also good. So let's start by applying our serum of choice.
Okay.
I am going to apply the Rejuvenating Serum.
Okay.
Which one are you going to do?
I'm going to use the Rescue, just the vitamin C.
Yeah, also, so Rescue is pure vitamin C, yeah?
Yeah. I just want to point out that we are completely barefaced.
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
And I'm going to further point out that Sora's a good, 16 years younger than me? Whatever. That's fine. I'm fine with it.
It's good. It's fine.
No props.
Okay. If you're doing this at home with us, yay. You're going to feel amazing after this.
Basically, I would encourage anybody to use any serum that, I'm actually going to put my hair up. I was trying to give it a break because I always have it up, but it's bugging me.
Okay, obviously I used way more than you would normally use on a day because I'm planning on just using this as my massage serum as well, so.
Yeah. So when you're massaging the face, it's good to have a little extra on the skin just to get good slip going on. If you don't do Joanna Vargas products at home, you could use organic jojoba oil. What other, I mean, you could even really use olive oil if you had nothing else in the house, as long as
Yeah,
it's like a nice one.
yeah. Like a
Um,
rose hip is good.
a rose hip is good. Something that has good slip in it. So the first thing that we're going to do, so I mentioned the lymphatic system and I talk about the lymphatic system in my book. It does not have its own pump, so it relies on nutrients, it relies on exercise, and what we do to it in order for it to be stimulated at all. So it gets cleaned right here. So it carries away waste and it brings in fresh nutrients. So we want to open the channels up on the neck all the way to here basically, so that we are actually moving the lymph out of the face. Yeah, so the
Yes.
rescue serum has squalene oil in it, which makes it very slippery.
Yeah.
So we're going to start out by doing outward circles, outward and down on the sides of the neck. And then you want to bring it down.
Hey, Karen.
Karen!
Oh, this already feels so good.
I know, right? So I encourage you to join us at home. It's actually easier to learn about it if you're just watching and doing it at the same time. So out and down. We miss you too,
We miss
Kieran.
you.
So out and down. I know. So, whew. So then let's do thumbs, and let's do underneath the chin. We're gonna go under the jawline. So under that jawbone and just go out. Ah. Again, you can kind of feel a release in tension right away. That feels really good. These two serums are really great for massaging into the skin because you can't really use too much of it. Vitamin C is great for the skin, any skin type, and this one has jojoba, argan oil, rose hips, neroli, and olive oil. So lots of good stuff. So whenever we, uh-huh.
The squalene kind of sinks in very nicely. Yes, Karen, up towards the ears.
And then down again. Every time we do a new motion, we're going to return to the neck and bring it all down. Because you want to make sure you're keeping that pathway open so it can completely drain out of the face. I'm rocking some analog notes. Day 2 on that. Okay, good. So once we've done this one, then chin to ears, hand between. Oh, so then we're going to do this part of the hand, and we're going to go along the jaw. Start at the chin and go out.
I'm using Joanna's Rescue Serum, and Joanna is using the Rejuvenating.
Yes.
Oh,
It's so good.
when we get out of this quarantine, I'm going in for a 2-hour massage.
Oh. Yeah, last night Sora and Kimberly, the general manager, and I were discussing what our post-quarantine outfits were going to be. We have lots of really important conversations, so I'll say.
Mine is slowly coming together.
Okay, so go back to your circles. Hi, Kimmy Kim.
Hey, Kim.
So now we're going to do pinching along the jaw.
This is my favorite.
It feels really good.
Yeah, I have a little TMJ, so when I get right here, it just kind of helps that to release.
Yep. I think people hold a lot of tension in their jaw in general, even if you don't have TMJ. So
yeah, totally.
how hard should you be pressing? As you can see, we're really manipulating our faces right now. Don't be afraid to do that. It feels really good. You kind of, if during face massages in the salon, we really want to get in there and really relax you. So we have very strong hands when we do
Yeah, I
that.
think a lot of people at home are very worried because they hear about pulling the skin too much and that sort of thing. But in order to manipulate the muscle, you have to apply a bit more pressure.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think I look any older for it,
Yeah.
We do have clients that are very fearful of like the girls applying any products in a downward motion. And, I try to be respectful of people's needs and wishes, but I personally don't think I'm doing anything bad here. Yes, it is so relaxing.
So relaxing.
So then we're going to go back on the neck. Make sure we bring it down. And back to your center. So now that we've done the pinching on the jaw, now we're going to do big circles on the cheeks. And what Sora's doing very, very well right now is estheticians who are experienced use the whole hand. They don't just give facials with these two fingers. You can tell a new esthetician from one who's been doing this a long time, because people that are just out of school, you just want to like dig in there. Again, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to touch your clients if you're an esthetician, and definitely for yourself, dig in there.
I feel like this, like really getting in there is what gives you that glow.
For sure. And then like mini circles at the ear, and then do your circles down the neck. So now anybody who's worried about, lip lines, thinning of the lips. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
I do little circles here around the mouth. And maybe bring it to the sides and then down.
So I just go back. I think this is also good too, right? For the jowl.
The jowl. I don't know if you guys can tell already from when I started this video to now how different this area looks on me.
Yeah, I can see
I think it looks better. All right, this is my favorite part of the facial. It's knuckles. We call this kneading, or at least that's what it was called when I was in school. Do they still call it that, Sora?
I have no idea.
Good to know. I don't know if any estheticians are watching this. Tell me if it's still called kneading.
Okay, this is
I like this a lot. It feels really
the greatest.
then back to your neck. Oh, someone said, yes, it is. I just finished school in December. Thank you. I wasn't sure. It's been a while since I've been in school. A couple of minutes, unfortunately. Okay, so now we are going to do another fun one that looks really good on Instagram, that lots of people Instagram. It's the Handover Hands. So you could do hand over hand in two ways. You could do it with closed fingers.
Which is actually easier when you're doing it to yourself.
Totally. And you could do fast or slow. Feels so good. At this point, your skin, I mean, my skin feels so soft.
Yeah, same.
It's like baby skin. Should I use moisturizer after your retinol? Someone just asked. It depends. The retinol is pretty hydrating on its own for at night, but you could.
I do.
Woo! So another thing you can do, Sora can keep on doing closed fingers. Another thing you could do is, if you're feeling adventurous and cool, estheticians learn how to do this same thing with open fingers and twisting your wrists.
Smile lines.
Okay. I feel really lifted right now. Okay, so eyes. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't like to use my strongest finger to poke here because, well, I'm old. So I use middle fingers.
Same.
Sweep under. And then strong fingers over. And sweep under. And strong fingers over. You could also do like little circles if you wanted to, but I like the sweeping because I feel it depuff my eyes instantly. Don't you, Sora?
Yeah, totally. I have to do this when I wake up in the morning. I'm so puffy, like under here, especially under my brow bone.
Yeah. I do this when I'm applying skincare at night and in the morning just because I tend to get puffy if I don't do hot yoga on a regular basis, which Sora knows that I'm obsessed with it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, in my mind, because I haven't left the house. Just to be clear, there's no hot yoga open right now in New York, New Jersey, or Los Angeles. But I do this for a few minutes. This feels so good, you guys. And you can pinch your eyebrows for sure. Okay, so then forehead.
Yeah.
So you can definitely do this. Is that a lymphatic drainage massage? Yeah, it's a version of one. I mean, I am certified in Dr. Vatter's lymphatic drainage massage, which this is not. I describe Dr. Vatter's more in my book, Glow from Within. And this is more of a, I would say more of some French technique, some different types of techniques from school that we learned. So you can do, right now I'm doing like the sides of my fingers like this, which feels really good if you do it very firmly. Does that feel good, Sora?
Yeah, so good.
And do it kind of outward, like right here too, so you're not missing out on getting some tightening over there. Do it on your temples.
This is legit my favorite. Just pushing this up.
Mm-hmm. To me, this type of motion is like a facelift. Like my eyes look, hey Molly, look
Hey,
what it is. This feels like a facelift to me. Okay, so you can also, if you wanted to, do Z's. I prefer just to stay with the upward.
But this feels
Sora,
so
I
good.
know. I do the Z's in facials, but
Yeah.
more at the beginning of my face massage rather than at the end. But for me, I'm one of those women that wants just upward, just upward.
I hold a lot of tension right here too, so
Yeah.
the Z's are really good for that.
The Z's are good for that, or you could just take 2 fingers and do a mini version of the hand over hand for that area too. And then, Sora, don't forget to make sure you bring it all down the neck. How many times do you do this to yourself in a week?
During quarantine or regular times?
In regular times, you guys, I will do some type of face massage every time I put products on my skin, but it's not like I'm in the bathroom for an hour.
No.
It can be as fast or as slow as you want it to be. But those are kind of, it brings a glow to the skin. It depuffs your face. I think that it increases collagen and elasticity. I have very normal to dehydrated skin, so I can do it every day. If you have a tendency to break out, I think this would be too much stimulation for every day. So you kind of have to gauge it. If you break out, then maybe I would do my rescue serum as the I would do the rescue serum, which is vitamin C, or I would do jojoba oil. Okay, so typically during a facial, we do a face massage under the steam, and then we put on, we do extractions, and then we put on a mask. So I'm going to put on a mask. Today's choice is the Twilight mask,
My favorite.
which I love because it's epidermal growth factor. I'm going to first, though, put on my Bright Eye Firming eye mask for the under eye area. But I have different types of masks. This one is the Dawn. This is great for people who break out. Vitamin C and mandelic acid, so exfoliating and brightening. I also have the Eden Instant Lift, which has plant stem cells in there as well. That's a brightening mask. And let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, these are rubies, the Euphoria mask, my 7-year-old. So I'm going to throw on a face mask. Sora is going to, while I'm doing the face mask, is going to demonstrate some techniques that she likes for the gua sha. If you guys have that at home. Definitely, we started out with hands because you definitely don't need tools. Hey, Lauren.
But if you do have the gua sha,
mm-hmm.
we're going to do a little bit of that. So these are my 2 favorite shapes. There are a ton. Like, I truly don't know what these are for. They look cool.
Yeah.
But these are just really easy to use. And then there's this guy just to do a little like eye movement.
I like that one.
Yeah, that one's really cool. But
we just got Sora on Amazon.
Yeah.
It's not a brand in particular. It's just a
No.
bunch of cool tools.
Yeah, I mean, you can use your hands, so you just don't really have to go all out with the gua sha, but if you do.
Meanwhile, I'm doing this.
Okay, so same sort of situation. We're going to take everything out and then down. So we're going to start down here. And basically you want to use it kind of like on an angle because you want this part to hit your skin. You don't really want to scrape. Like, you don't want to go full on. You want to go, yeah, that way. Yeah, Molly. Good job. Okay, so we're gonna go 5 times along the jawline. So just hit it out. And when you get to the side, we're gonna do a little bit of a wiggle. Give it a little acupressure. Switch it up. And then on your 5th time, wiggle, wiggle, take it down your neck. And you wanna go down your neck very, very softly. Yeah, so when you're just going along your jawline, you can apply a little bit of pressure, but when you go down your neck, be a little bit more gentle.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, while Sora is doing that, I'm just demonstrating to you guys how to get the most out of your sheet masks. I'm Jenny.
Okay, so then we're going to move up the face. You're going to use the longer edge.
Miss you, Jenny. Sorry, Sora.
Hey, Jenny. Take it on your smile line there and just drag it up and wiggle it when you get to the hairline. And this really does sculpt. Joanna's massaging the mask in.
Massaging the mask in. Massaging my face.
And then again down.
See, I don't waste any of it.
The daily serum is life.
Thank you, Brendan. Thank you for watching.
And then down. Okay, now we're going to go under the eye. I like to use the little rigid part and just take it out and wiggle. Same thing. So we're just hitting all the contours. And then take it down.
Also having a hair struggle today. I'm just saying.
I probably need to wash my hair today. Is my struggle.
Well, I went biking this morning, so I already washed my face and my hair, but it's not looking good. So there's that.
And we pause. Okay, now we're going to go back to the other side. Still using the little rigid part. We're going to take it and go up the temples. So just push that up 5 times. And then we're going to do the same thing going right up the forehead.
That's going to feel so good. I'm so jealous.
I hope you guys are all doing this at home. I said 5 times, but this feels so good. I'm just going to keep going. And then we're going to take the long part again and just take it out. Would you recommend and the other side?
Would you recommend the Euphoria mask for someone who has redness? I love the Twilight, but I'm curious about Euphoria as well. Absolutely. Euphoria is great for anybody with sensitive skin, for cooling the skin. It's got chamomile, um, which is great for that. And like I said earlier, I use it even on my 7-year-old. All right, I'm going to take this off.
Okay, while she takes that off, we're just going to finish by going up the neck. So just hold here and do all of this very, very gently. You want to push all of those good fluids back up. And voila. I'm probably red and can't really tell, but.
What's the best stone to use on your face? I honestly think it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. I just think that. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I honestly share that opinion. If I were to choose, I just like the rose quartz because it's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, if you guys have any other questions while we are here, feel free to join. I'm just penetrating. Hey, Jordan. I'm just penetrating the serum from the mask into my face now, which is what I do every time I use a sheet mask. I spend a few minutes just making sure it's completely in my skin.
Okay.
What are you going to put on? I hear something happening over there.
I'm going to put on the Bright Eye Hydrating Mask, which is the one that we use in the Triple Crown. This one is great. It's the Sora mask. And it has little eye flaps, so you can like totally zen out with it. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and talk to you guys just like this.
Let's see if we have any other. I'm going to go back to the beginning and see if there are any other questions that we missed.
The starter monthly is really big out. What is the best skincare to buy her? Ooh.
Let's see. I think we're good. I don't think. Can you recommend some movement for the smile lines? We did circles there. When we were doing the Handover Hands, you could go that way. Kneading is good. I no longer have oil on my face. It's all penetrated into the skin completely. So I don't want to start pulling at my face anymore because I did it already.
This one. Is there an order that you prefer to do your skincare routine in?
Well, I personally, it has to go from lightest product to heaviest product. So after you wash your face, I would do a hyaluronic acid serum or a gel water-based serum. Then I would do an oil-based serum and then a cream. I don't know, then, eye cream, which I'm about to put on now. I've got the Joanna revitalizing eye cream?
Same. Always from lightest to heaviest. I actually like to put my oil on top of my moisturizer. And typically I like to put on my actives first so that they penetrate deeper. But yeah. What else is there?
I'm about to put on so dry hand remedies. Like our hands have been so dry the last few weeks from all the alcohol we've been using. Just as estheticians, we tend to have a lot of dryness in our hands anyway. But the past few weeks we've been using more alcohol than ever, and so it's been really bad. I would say I use oils on my hands. I also use really heavy creams, like traditional hand cream. I carry it everywhere I go. And I just use the mask, the serum from the mask on the tops of my hands, and you can work it into the cuticles. I'm just applying my eye cream right now.
Honestly, at nighttime, everything that goes on my face goes on the backs of my hands as well.
Yep. Yeah, right before bed when you're already clean, you could apply skincare to it. I do that too. I have a whole setup on my bedside table. And that's where, like, the last thing I do before I go to bed is apply things to, like, my arms and the tops of my hands and work it into my cuticles and stuff so it doesn't get to be too bad.
Rejuvenating serum on the hands is great. You are right.
Yeah.
Okay. That guy's coming off. Let me rub this in.
I mean, for two people who have now been on camera with no makeup, we look pretty cute. How often should you exfoliate the back of your hands? It's very delicate skin there, actually. I exfoliate my body once a week in the shower, and I would say just the towel, rubbing the towel on the backs of my hands is enough. If I use exfoliating or if I scrub them, it creates micro cuts in my skin. I can't take it at all, but that's because of the job that I do. That's just me. Do you exfoliate the backs of your hands?
Not really, unless I'm doing like a body scrub and it just goes there. Sometimes I will take, like if I'm using an exfoliating toner, I'll take that, like a little glycolic, and use the leftover on the back of my hands. But I don't like purposefully exfoliate my hands.
Yeah, it's too much. I mean, anyways, it's too much for my hands. My skin is too thin there. It doesn't look bad today because I just put a mask serum on it, but they get pretty dry. So I love the hydrating cream.
Yeah, I also love the hydrating cream on my face.
Yeah.
Can you talk about dry brushing, since we have been doing lymphatic system, and I've also been doing a lot of it since we have time?
Yeah, so dry brushing is something that I go over in my book. It's a great way of exfoliating the body and stimulating the lymphatic system for very little effort and almost no cost. I think that, the average dry brush is just a few dollars. I have one in my line as well. It's a great traditional skincare trick. Basically, the idea behind a dry brush is that you brush your skin before you get in the shower with a coarse brush, dry, so you don't do it while you're in the shower. That's why it's called a dry brush. You start at the tops of your feet, you go upward in long strokes, always the whole body, always upward toward the heart, You know, you do your arms, you know, you want to do your elbows and the backs of your arms, everything that you possibly can. Do not dry brush.
No.
Don't dry brush your face. That's not going to work out. And you're going to feel hot when you do it. It's going to be so stimulating. It's going to be shocking. I always am surprised at how stimulating it is. It exfoliates your skin. It stimulates collagen production. It increases circulation. It increases the lymphatic system moving around and depuff. I always say do the 2-week booty challenge. Do it for 2 weeks and look at your booty, and it's going to be higher and tighter even after 2 weeks. So
From dry brushing, which is
dry brushing.
crazy.
Yeah, it's really worth doing. I've been doing it since I was probably about 27. So dry brush once a week. No, you would dry brush every day before you get in the shower. Great question. It sounds like a big thing to do, but doing it every day for a minute is a game changer. Absolutely.
And you feel
Jenny says, Jenny is a senior esthetician at the New York salon, and she says, and you feel amazing after, which is true. Yeah. You just feel invigorated and like you're ready to start your day.
And you actually feel like your blood moving.
Yeah.
I like to dry brush and then get into the bathtub.
Yeah.
Do it while your water heats up. Yeah. I mean, it really just takes a second.
Yeah. I literally, like, I mean, if you took 40 seconds, it would be enough, you know?
Yeah. Hey, Kimberly.
Any other questions, you guys?
I want to know if anyone just did that face massage with us. Because I feel amazing right now.
Yeah, I feel like my skin looks good, even though, yes, it does help with cellulite. You know, there's no permanent solution for cellulite, no matter what anybody tells you. But if there was something positive that I could tell you to do for cellulite, it would be dry brushing, absolutely.
Yay.
All right, you guys. We miss you guys, all of you, so much, and thank you for joining us today. Sora, thank you for visiting me.
Thank you for having me.
We will be back at you guys at some point in the next few days with some other fun thing, but feel free to DM us with ideas, questions, anything that you want to see. We're happy to customize these little masterclass moments with you guys
Totally,
in any way that we can.
That's Cosmo.
Oh my God.
It's vicious right now. Okay. Thank you so much. Also, definitely let us know what you guys want to see, what videos you want us to do.
Cosmo wants to talk more about dry brushing, but he's going to talk to his mom by himself.
Yeah. All right.
Hi, Elena. Okay, you guys, we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.